Heroes rise, heroes fall. I see 'em on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care, just along for the ride. But everyone must in. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna win inside.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming back to the podcast. As always, I'm your DM, Tom Blaylock. I'm joined here
Tom.
today. Thank you. I'm joined here today by three of the finest human beings, also role players, also D&D savants that there is currently recording on my computer. We've got Sam Frank,
that qualifier.
Heyo. Tim Carr,
Hey.
and John Watson.
All right.
Are you guys ready for this?
So ready. God.
27 episodes down. No one's died. I mean, no one.
Abel's died like
Yeah.
I don't remember how many times.
Have been rendered unconscious.
Yeah, that's true. He's had a number of death saves.
Lots of people have died, just not the three main characters.
Not the three main characters. I did sort of start off with a goal, and I'll save some of this for the bonus episode, but I do want to say I thought for sure that I was killing John's character this season. And I thought for sure he was going to die all the way up into the very last episode all the way up to the second to last episode this season. I was like, oh man, if I'm going to find a way to do this, I really want John to pull off a long death scene. Like I wanted him to use his chops for a 10-minute long extended death scene. Maybe that's to come in season 2 here.
We're only level 7. Tom.
Well, listen, he had one all set for Grim Portnoy.
Oh, he did? Okay, you gotta tell me.
I had a wonderful death scene.
He had a soliloquy.
You instead just exploded my head.
I was prepared to
death.
give it you googly.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. I'm saving it for when it truly matters, because apparently it didn't matter this time.
All right. So we left at the end of last episode. You guys came off of Lake Spire Pass. You have basically half a cavalry worth of horses with you. You've got a chest that is heavy, filled with gold, and you see these blue spires just littering the Breen Valley. Now, I know you guys know what they are now, but your characters don't yet.
Correct.
And you're giving us a lot of credit saying we know what they are.
Well, I think hopefully we'll get there this episode. But the three of you and Wokest are making your way to Lakeshire. And I know you were really worried about the state of Lakeshire, but I'll just tell you that you make it there completely unmolested.
Are we
Wait,
able to,
we're going to Lakeshire?
Sorry,
we're going to
Lakenhearth,
right? But
Okay, because I was like, after last episode, that does not seem like a good idea.
I want to make sure that while we're on our way down from the hill, we stop at the fork where we encountered the Durgers that we fought and dig up that little bundle and the old
That
armor.
has our old Hark armor and stuff in it.
And the lenders.
And then while that's happening, while they're undigging, I'm gonna take my finger and my thumb, and I'm going to do the Malcolm X pose, and I'm gonna try something new, and I'm just gonna say, Schnobik, there are towers everywhere. What's happening? Please respond. Just speak. And I'm gonna do the sending spell to Schnobik.
Oh,
Ooh.
brother? Is that you? Brother?
Damn it! Damn it! Snowbick, it's Ionas. There are blue towers everywhere. Please tell me what's happening.
John was counting on his fingers as he did that for the audience at home.
for the sending spell.
You may respond to this message.
That's for all the critters.
Ionas, we have a tower of blue here inside the Briar Wall. Several vampire dead. Also, Heinrich freaking out. Where?
Now, Tom was talking like he was counting, but I don't think he was, or he just had to know when it was cutting off.
Damn it! All right. Okay, so I'm able to get from that they don't know what's going on either. So I'll just tell that. I'll just tell that to the guys.
You were speaking to Snowbick with your mind.
It's something new that I've picked up while we've been out here fighting. I saw that there was a tower from the Briar Wall. I thought maybe this had something to do with Beslith Luatel, but they seem to be just as confused as we are.
Hypothetically speaking, if you wanted to peer directly into someone's mind from afar, would you be able to do something like that?
That would prove to be more difficult. Maybe if I had a little more study.
Whew, good. Okay, let's keep going.
He walks off and I just stand there confused.
You guys, yeah.
I got a lot of thoughts rolling around up in here, and I don't, I like keeping them to myself.
Y'all sure do seem to be taking this whole thing lightly.
Who is that?
That's Wokest.
Wokest.
Yeah,
sorry, Wokest. I didn't see you standing there. You startled me.
Well, you are on the horse that I came in on. I'll take this one, I guess. It's not as nice as the one you're on, but you can have it, I guess. And he gets up on a horse and...
Wokest, are you okay? You sound a little shook up.
Hey, well, I just watched a man's soul leave his body, and I just went to a damn tree that was covered in souls praying to it. You're okay? You're okay with this?
Well, it's been a day, man.
Wokest, we know this has been difficult. We are all a bit shaken.
I cough up some blood too.
It would be better if we got to a place where we could rest and feel safer. So as we are currently digging up armor for better protection. I've been reaching out to some people to find out more information, but we just feel that we need to act right now in order to get ahead of the situation.
Yeah. Well, let's just go to Lakenhearth, right, fellas? Can we just get on it?
Yes, just a second. Let me just grab this bag of ladybone and our armor.
We cast a... can we see Lakeshire from here?
You can see the smoke from the fires coming up from Lakeshire.
As we're
about
walking
3 miles away.
Okay. As we're walking, do we see what's happening in Hark City?
Hark City,
or Fort Hapass.
Fort Hapass is no. When you were up, when you were coming down from Lakespire Pass, you definitely saw light from the tower, from the tree tower, going that direction. But it's way too far. It's probably 26 miles. From where you are now, it's far.
My fingers go back up. They go back up to my head.
Okay.
Mr. Percy, Mr. Percy, it's Ionas. Are you okay?
Okay, how many
Please
words
respond.
do I get? How many words do I get, John?
25.
25. Okay. All right. I'm ready for this. Ionas, sir. It's not great here. But I was able to flee the fort when the Adarans attacked. I'm in the caves north of Fort Hapas with Waverly's.
Oh, shit.
Damn it!
What's wrong, Ionas? Who are you speaking to this time?
I was checking in on Mr. Percy. Wanted to
He's
make sure
alive.
he was all right. He is alive, yes. Thank the gods. And he's fled Fort Pass. Apparently something has happened there. And he said he's with Waverly's. And then he cut off. I don't know
Oh.
if he's with Waverly Cloudsack currently, if he's being held hostage. I've got to get him.
Did you ask if he has the chest?
And my spell slots, Filnyr, my spell slots.
I'm sorry. I did not know how resource hungry this ability of yours was.
Every time I speak, I lose one.
Did we do a long rest at the top of the hill?
We did in the
Yeah, we
hut,
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the tiny hut.
I mean, John, you still got a 4th level slot, right?
Well, I'm gonna use my Pearl of Power
Okay. All right.
and regain a 3rd level.
It works.
Fantastic. This is already the worst ever.
This
Okay.
is the best for me. Oh my gosh! Like just 5 miles down the road, you got something waiting for you. I guess this is so good. Third level fireballs done.
I will try to speak with him again. Maybe I can open the chest and I'll try it now. Hashe Volar.
And it, where was it? It was was it in your backpack? It's like crushed.
I put it on the ground and then I say it.
Okay, all right. And it pops up. It pops right up.
Okay, I open it. Mr. Percy. Mr. Percy.
Oh, Mr. Jonas, I thought you might try this. I just kept talking, and I didn't know if you were hearing me. It seems like a very special ability you have, sir.
It's something
Can you
new.
hear
I'm
me
trying.
now? Can you hear me?
you. I hear you, Mr. Percy. I hear you. Can you hear
Ionas?
me, Mr. Percy? Mr. Percy.
Yes, I hear you now.
All right. All right. Are you safe?
As can be, sir. As can be.
All right. Hold on to the chest.
We set up a campsite here in a cave north of Hapas, about 4-5 miles on the Red Cloud Mountain. It seems quite safe. I'm here with Waverly Cloudsack's wife and 2 children, and there are several soldiers who were left here, and we're trying to get word to people that they should not go back to Fort Hapas. Bad things in Fort Hapas. Bad things in Fort Hapas.
What happened? What happened?
So, I didn't see it with my own eyes, but people ran from the tower first when the prince's soldiers arrived. There was a lizard that was turning people into stone, sir. That came down from the tower, from the top of Waverly Cloudsack's tower, and then this blue light rose up from the tower, and Prince Adair attacked. Total loss, sir. Total loss.
Is
Your store, sir. I could not protect it.
Are we hearing this too?
Yeah, you should be able to hear this now.
Yeah.
Well, it's. Don't worry about the store, Mr. Percy. I'm just glad you're safe.
Oh, sir, that's good to hear. It's good for you to say that. I had collected over 30 new scrolls for you, sir, that I thought you might be able to learn new spells and whatnot. There was a wizard who came to Fort Hapas from Hawk City, and he said, I heard you had a wizard that you worked with, sir, and I traded everything I had. There was many thousands of gold, which I traded for those scrolls, sir, but I'm afraid they might all be burnt up or wetted.
Are they in the chest?
No, they were on a shelf. I was very proud of them. I wanted all to see. They're only scrolls, sir. They're only scrolls, sir. I love it. I'd like that you care about me more than the scrolls, sir.
It is fine. I am just glad you are safe.
Ionas, tell them to make their way to Lakenhearth, that we will offer sanctuary to any Hark soldiers seeking asylum.
Well, wait, Abel. I should be able to travel through the chest to go get him.
We should probably be somewhere safe before you do that, don't you think?
Well, yes, not now. Percy, please stay there. I'm going to get somewhere safe, and then I'm going to come get you.
No.
I'm
Okay.
I'm unsure of how to broach this topic, but
We shall discuss it. Mr. Percy, just stay safe. Stay where you are. We shall find you.
There are 3 or 4 men. Well, there's 3 men and one gnome here who is protecting the lady Cloudsack and her children, and they are perfectly happy with me staying here as well.
All right. Good. Just stay there. I will see you soon, Mr. Percy.
Oh, wait. Mr. Ionas, wait. There.
Yes.
My lady. Yes. Do you happen to have any wine, sir?
Wine?
The Lady Cloudsack is hoping for some wine. She says she has a splitting headache. She normally has 2 or 3 glasses a day, and she has had none for 3 days now.
Dear Lord.
all the wine you can drink in Lakenhearth.
Lakenhearth. That's in Adaran territory, is it not, sir?
Abel. We need to get them covertly.
I don't know if there is such a thing as a Darren territory anymore.
No, apparently they're taking over everything. They just burned Hawk City, Abel.
That's why we need Waverly's wife and children in Lakenhearth.
Okay, let's get there. I think I can bring them through the chest.
You think they can all travel through the chest to Lakenhearth?
Maybe a few at a time, sure.
All right.
Personally, I only care about Mr. Percy, but we'll discuss it.
Well, I will just say, and I gesture at the the state of the world right now. We may need Waverly on our side.
But do you really want them to travel through all of this currently?
No.
So,
If we have another option, we should take it. I think you're absolutely right. But we need to get them to Lakenhearth. And we need them to bring Waverly to us.
all right. Mr. Percy, I will talk to you soon. And I slam it. Hache volant.
Goodbye.
I do hope we are not putting a target on a illy defended town before we are ready to actually be of assistance.
We should discuss things with Lakenhearth, and we should make ready the people and the fortifications.
Yes, I mean, if Ionas can speak to people simply by reaching out to them with his mind, then I imagine Waverly could do the same. He may already know where we are.
And honestly, if I get them safely to Lakenhearth, I could reach out to Waverly myself.
Yes, perhaps we will have to use that trick. But let us get to Lakenhearth now. I have the Lady Bone in our armor has been dug up. We can put it on the horses and make haste.
All right.
I look sort of wistfully at Lakeshire. Well,
Yeah.
nothing we can do now.
Ionas, if and when you are able, I might ask you to reach out to Galwinia and see if she has survived.
I'm always able. Oh, you weren't talking to me.
Gentlemen, whatever you need, I'm at your service.
If there's one thing I know about Galwinia, it's that she can take care of herself.
That is true. But this was unexpected and rather terrifying.
Well, what ain't these days? I mean, granted, this stretches it.
All right, we're
All right,
moving.
you guys heading? All right,
Yep.
so you make your way down the path that you took before. You notice that the underground entrance to the tunnels that you had originally taken the first time you went into Lakeshire, there are 2 dead halflings on the outside of the entrance there, and there is a collapsed. The tunnel has collapsed. There's rocks and sand and dirt sort of blocking the entrance there. They both look like they have been beaten to death with a blunt object. There are no cuts on them, but they're bruised. One of them has his shirt has been ripped off, so he just has his knickers left on, and he's bloodied and battered. And the other one looks like he's been hit in the head twice, and you recognize that the one that was hit on his head was Corin, the halfling guard from Lakeshire. Filnyr, you know him well.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, they got Corin. No. I wish there was something more we could have done. Perhaps this is all our doing.
What do you think is happening, Filnyr?
I don't know. I can't imagine why they would... Well... Did Prince Adair stop in Lakeshire to ransack the town before heading to Fort Hapass? You said the Adaran troops... Did you tell us all this stuff that you heard from Percy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, yes.
You said that Prince Adair ransacked Fort Hapass. Did... perhaps he also ransacked Lakeshire in some sort of rage.
Did he have time to do all of this? I know.
I don't know. Percy said something about a lizard coming down from a tower.
I'm confused. I did not realize Adair had this at their disposal.
Does this line up with anything that we've heard from Schnobik or Heinrich about what Bezleth was? Bezleth said something about something coming from the Underdark.
But again, Schnobik sounded confused, and they didn't. They said that there are vampires dead, but he didn't say that the attack was imminent.
No, and it sounded like it was going to be Bezleth's forces. Right? Or am I mistaken? They were digging to try to give access to something.
I thought they were, well, according to Schnobik, they were digging to stop whatever was going to attack.
Right. Maybe they were too slow.
Perhaps.
How much would Abel know about the Gith?
Abel has certainly fought battles against Gith in the past.
And knows that they would be unlikely to be aligned with any of the current factions?
That is a true thing. Yeah, he would know that.
And would be able to suss out, based on the basilisks, based on the what appears to be going on, that this does appear to be Gith.
This looks like a Gith attack, yes.
Fellas, this looks like a Gith attack, yes.
Gith.
What on earth are you talking about?
I feel like
And
those are creatures of legend.
Well, if I had a nickel for every, if I had a copper piece for every creature of legend that's wandered out of them hills to be struck down in battle by me, I'd have 8 or 9 copper pieces. No, the Gith are very real and unlikely to be working with any of the fellas that we've encountered up until now. This seems like a new player on the scene.
What do you think they want?
Beats me. I mean, if I had to take a guess, I'd say same thing everybody else seems to want in this dang valley, the ladybone. But that's just a guess. I don't know.
Do they usually bring blue spectral towers with them?
Not that I'm aware of, but they do bring giant lizards that turn people into stone.
But why would they bring a lizard to Fort Pass?
I've looks to me like they're killing everybody. They're killing everybody up in here.
Then we better make haste to Lakenhearth.
Yes. And I believe, I hope, that if they are as widespread and marauding as they appear to be, we may find some new allies against them.
Yes, perhaps this will...
Previous enemies may join in extremis.
Well, tell us what you can of their weaknesses, and hopefully we can
Well, a
come up with
spear to
plan.
the face always seemed like a...
Yes, that sounds like your preferred method of
like
dispatch.
a real way to they seem to work okay. Also,
Noted.
if you see those big lizards, don't look at them.
Interesting. All right.
All right. You guys going to get back underway?
Yep.
Yeah, I assume we...
Yeah.
We're doing this while we're talking, or
Yeah.
while we're
Yeah.
going.
We're
I
walking.
assume,
and
I
we're
assume we didn't
walking,
really stop for very long.
and we're talking. Hey, did I in our armor cache? Did I have splint mail? I think I had splint mail in there, didn't I?
I think it was splint mail. Yeah.
I'm
That sounds
gonna
right.
put it on. Heart colors be damned.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
fine.
I say,
Hey, Ionas, can you give me some better colors here?
Prestidigitate.
we hand waved that whatever it was
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
just said, oh yeah,
purple.
he can do it. Yeah.
Purple. So as you make your way around the southern edge of the lake, you notice that there is a light shining from down below. It's the middle of the day where you are now, but you can still see that it's shimmering. The lake is, and you now have a much clearer picture of Lakeshire. The city walls only go around the parts that are not touching the lake, and you can see that at least the 2 warehouses that are the 2 of the main Ladybone producing halfling family warehouses are one of them is completely burned down, and the other one is still in flames and smoke is rising from it. And Filnyr, you recognize now that the light, the blue light tower, is coming from the Waterdeep consulate. Like it's super clear now that so much of the city has burned down. You can sort of make out consulate area and right around the street that the Waterdeep
Okay.
thing is. So, and about a mile away from Lakenhearth, you see 2 soldiers that you recognize from Florn's wagon dead on the street. And you see a Gith warrior also dead in the street, in the road. As you get closer, you see more dead soldiers, more dead Lakenhearth soldiers, another 3, and you come onto a scene that is about 300 feet on the outside of Lakenhearth. The towers are there. People are firing arrows from the towers down toward the war wagon. And you see that Florn and several of his remaining soldiers are fighting another Gith monk, and are cutting him down. And you see that there are 2 statues of men there and a dead basilisk on the street.
How far ahead are they?
They're about 350 feet away from you. You have about another 700 feet to Lakenhearth, and halfway between you and them is this fight that's going on.
And there's just one Gith?
That's what you see. That's what you see.
Fellas, we got work to do. Yeah.
All right, we head in.
Okay.
I spur my horse. Are these trained war horses that we have now?
Yes, you were on trained cavalry war horses.
Sweet.
And they are reacting to you as though you were the one who trained them.
And they have bardic armor and stuff on.
They're wearing leather. These horses are all about getting you there, and then getting off and fighting.
So quoth the queen.
So quoth the queen. All right, so you make your way. You ride like lightning, and you see that Florn just blasts a hole right in the face of this Gith. And when you arrive, he looks over and says, "It's the war wagon. They're coming out of the war wagon."
Oh, shit.
Oh,
And,
goddamn.
and you see 2 more Gith and another lizard, basilisk, jump up from the teleportation circle in the war wagon. And gentlemen, you are in initiative.
Oh, boy.
Shit.
Oh, dang.
Shit. We did this.
And how far away are we?
You are only about 20 feet away from the war wagon.
We've got to destroy the wagon.
Do we, though?
I got a 17.
Okay.
7.
5 for Filnyr.
Okay, well, here's the good news. The good news is it looks like the basilisk is going to go last. As soon as Florn calls out to you, he says, "You handle this. I have to take the rest of these men in here. Destroy the wagon. Do what you can. I don't care. This is the 5th wave of these godforsaken beasts." And he runs.
Ionas, can you turn it off somehow?
I can try.
All right. Ionas, it is you. You guys are on your horses. You're about 20 feet from the war wagon. Standing on the war wagon is one Githzerai monk, and he is not carrying weapons. And on the ground in front of him is another Gith and a basilisk that is right next to him, and he is looking in the direction of Florn Gershon and 10 Lakenhearth soldiers who are running toward the towers. And he calls out, he says, "Archers, aim for the basilisk, aim for the lizard. Don't look at them in the eye. Close your eyes and fire your weapon."
Okay, I'm gonna run. So you said that the
I'm
Gith,
not sure I like that advice.
the Gith and the lizard are side by side on one side of the wagon.
Yeah, on the side toward Lakenhearth. So you are south of the wagon 20 feet, and sort of northeast is Lakenhearth, and Florn is running that way, and then one Gith and the basilisk are on that side of the wagon.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop my horse. You said I'm 20 feet from the wagon.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop my horse. I'm gonna hold out my hand, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the circle.
Okay. That's great. Good work. You need to roll an intelligence check for me.
DC, or you're just gonna let me know if I do it?
I will not let you know if you do it.
Damn it! All right, here we go. Intelligence 10.
Okay. It's a good roll.
Yeah,
For who?
yeah right.
Yeah, right.
We will find out.
All right. And the monk, the Githzerai. Now this guy looks like he's yellow skinned. He's got these pointy elf ears, and he's got like a Fu Manchu type mustache beard type situation, and he has these deep set eyes, and he looks at you and he thinks that you have been trying to cast on him, and he says in the clearest common you could not even imagine him speaking this clear in common. He says, "You can't hurt a Gith monk, wizard." And he runs at you. And when he arrives at you, he attacks you with his hand.
Sweet.
All right.
I don't like these damn things.
All right. Does a 21 hit?
Is he running into Abel's range too?
Well, no, Abel's not right. I mean, Abel's on a horse.
John advance to cast the Dispel Magic?
I stopped.
He stopped. You're more than 5 feet away. It's dangerous to ride 5 feet. 5 feet together on a horse.
Fair enough.
All right.
21 will hit.
Okay. All right. Sorry, this is a lot of dice. All right, that is 15 damage.
15. Ouch.
Yeah. So what's interesting about the Gith is when he hits you, you feel the hit, and it sort of hits your leg. He's actually hitting your leg, and then you feel this like it's like the dude is in your brain, and you feel. It's like if you drink a lot of coffee and you stop drinking it for 4 or 5 days, that kind of headache, except times 20. It's just nasty. And so you feel it in your leg, and you also feel it in your brain. All right. He attacks you again.
2 attacks.
10. Does that hit?
Misses.
Okay. And you see him sort of pull back again, away from the horse, and he sort of gets in a martial arts stance, and you see that one of his hands separates off, and he's formed this spectral hand that's just off of his body. The other Gith starts to chase Florn Gershon, and the basilisk turns toward you all and moves and goes to attack Abel's horse. He is in your 5-foot range. Okay,
so that means I can make a reaction with my spear one-handed. Am I at disadvantage if I'm going to do this without looking at him? Or, trying to avoid eye contact.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the weird thing about the basilisk that you also know is that you can't stop him from looking at you, and you can't stop yourself from looking if he chooses to look at you. So just him being close enough to you, he can force you to look at him.
Ah, okay. It's great when your characters know things that you yourself don't know.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am going to try to stab him with my spear.
Okay.
In his stupid eye.
Okay.
14.
That's a miss. Just. All right. And he.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
He bites at your warhorse. Yep, that's gonna hit. And all right, it's not a good thing here.
Why does this always happen to my horses?
and your horse takes this bite on its front.
Wait a second. Is it? Oh, never mind.
It's armored though, isn't it?
I didn't think it was Basilisk's turn yet.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Oh, Sam.
You said Basilisk went last.
Oh, Basilisk goes last. Oh, you got me. Oh, I wanted this guy to attack. You know what? We'll just forget all this. All of this happened. All right. All right, Abel, it's you.
I'm going to ride at that goddamn Basilisk.
All right, do what you got to do.
So in front of me, I've got John and a Gith trying to punch him while he's on his horse.
Yep.
Right?
No, to your left. He's to your left 10 feet.
He's sort of pulled up to the left 10 feet. Okay. And then ahead of me, there's the Basilisk and one more at the war wagon.
That's right.
And they're about how far?
No, the Gith at the war wagon is chasing Florn and his troops toward Lakenhearth.
So there's just the Basilisk at the war wagon.
That's right.
All the archers are going to shoot that Basilisk. I don't know if I want to be nearby. I'm gonna ride over and poke that Gith monk.
All right.
You fellas always so full of yourselves. I'm gonna do one-handed spear. 12.
That is a miss.
I'm gonna go ahead. Oh well, I shouldn't have said 12 with such a questioning. And it's fine. I won't do it. My channel divinity, I can add 10. But only once I know the roll, but before I know.
Oh, dude, you know 12's not going to hit. Just you can add it to it if you want to.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
All right, do it.
22. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, a 22 does in fact hit.
Okay. 10 piercing damage.
Okay. Pretty good.
And then I'm going to say, that wasn't enough for me. And 2 can play at this game. And a spectral spear detaches from my spear and also streaks out at him. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right.
And I am going to roll it. 19.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
That's another 5 force damage.
Jeez. Okay. Well, he's still okay. He's still all right. Filnyr.
Okay. Let's see. Am I on the same? I don't even know which side of Jonas I'm on.
You're on let's say it was Jonas, Abel, and then you. So you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm further even.
Yeah.
Riding side by side like in Silverado.
Just like in Silverado.
Okay. I got a couple of choices here. Do I know why it is that the Gith don't get turned into stone from the Basilisk? Is it because the Basilisk chooses not to stone them? Because it's friendly to them, or is it because that they have some sort of resistance to it?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know, but you know, it's like they're pets. So
Got it.
I mean,
okay, so I wouldn't know.
the mechanics of it, you wouldn't know.
Right, and then our archers are already attacking the Basilisk.
Your archers,
the Lakenhearthers would be considered my companions.
They're up on the tower. There's lots of arrows in the ground. They haven't had their turn yet, but yeah, they're attacking.
Got it. Okay. So I was toying with the idea of charming monster, but I feel like since it's already engaged, it's going to have advantage on the saving throw, and that's probably not going to land, so it would just waste my turn. But what I will do is shoot my bow at it. And then let's see if I can hit this son of a bitch.
You're attacking the Gith. Is that right?
No,
the
I'm going to attack the Basilisk.
Okay.
That's a 22.
Ooh, that is definitely a hit.
Okay, so that's the first of 2 shots that I get. 10 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to Eldritch Smite now in case the other one doesn't hit.
Heyo.
Okay.
So there's 3d8 and it will get knocked prone.
Just automatically. It just knocks them prone.
Yeah, the smite automatically, unless it's bigger than huge. But I don't think it is.
It's large.
14 extra damage.
Damn.
And then
Filnyr seems to have all of the same abilities he did before.
He sure does.
okay. Takes one of my spell slots, and then I have a second attack, but I'm not going to aim at the lizard now that it is prone, because I would have disadvantage with a ranged weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I will aim at the Gith and shoot my bow at the Gith. 25.
Jeez, yes, that's a hit.
Okay.
Now, can you smite again?
If I want to blow my load all at once, when I hit it with my packed weapon, I can expend a warlock spell slot. So 6. How healthy does he look?
I mean, he looks hurt.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's kill this guy. I'll smite again. Oh shit! 4. Jesus, 1, 2, and 1.
man.
4 damage, but he's also knocked prone.
Okay. All right, he is prone.
That was a shitty
Damn.
fucking roll.
Prone to what?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move. I'm out of spell slots already.
Yeah, 4 damage on 3d8. It's pretty rough.
That's pretty rough. I'm gonna move a little further away. I'm gonna move like 15 feet further away. I don't know how fast this basilisk runs, but I'm gonna keep my bow out and.
And
move
you're
away.
on the horse still, right?
Yeah, I'm on the horse, so I don't know how far.
You could go 60 feet.
Yeah, I'll go 60 feet. Is there like a nice sort of, I don't want to just go away from the tower, but sort of a nice triangular point to get sort of, go east to keep distance to the tower, so I'm still sort of within range of everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. All right.
Okay, that's it.
All right. So this basilisk, he has to expend half of his movement to flip back over, and he uses the other half to. I mean, he looks for you, Filnyr. He sees that you're very far away, and he sees that his master is on the ground, and he runs toward his master with his last 10 feet of movement, and let's see. Yeah, it's gonna have to be Abel. And he goes.
It's gonna have to be, huh?
Obey your master.
and you feel compelled to just look at this thing. He smells a certain way, and you know what's happening, but you just can't stop yourself. So I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution? But that's my worst saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a 3.
Okay.
Shit.
So, Ionas, what you see is Abel. You know, he rides up to you. He spears this Gith, and then like maybe it came from Abel, but maybe it came from somewhere else. This like some arrow just like speeds right past Abel and knocks this guy on his ass. And then you see Abel just freeze up and falls right off of his horse onto the ground. Ionas, it's you, Jonas.
So this doesn't take rounds to do?
Yeah, so it does, but what you saw was he just kind of froze.
So he's not stone, he's just paralyzed looking.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Do I know if this condition goes away if the beast is killed?
You don't know that.
I don't know that.
But, I mean, maybe.
All right. Okay. My head is pretty scrambled. I see all these things happen. I kind of shake my head a little bit. I see Abel hit the ground, and I see the Gith that just knock my block off, hit the ground. And how far is the basilisk away from us?
20 feet now.
And the Gith is like right on top of me, right?
I mean, he's on the ground on his ass.
Right,
like,
right,
He's
but
next
he's
to
fine.
you. Yeah, sure.
All right. So, I'm gonna fire with advantage on the Gith
With what?
firebolt.
So you will have disadvantage because it's a ranged attack, but you will have advantage because he's on the ground. So it's a straight attack.
What if I took my horse and moved it 30 feet?
Then you'll have disadvantage on him because he's prone.
It's a ranged attack because he's on the ground.
Yeah,
But so it's just a regular attack.
yeah, but your firebolt is a ranged attack.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. All right, you're attacking the
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 Gith on the
Gith?
ground. Yeah, 14.
Your firebolt is making its way to him, and you see him start to move his fingers like this, and he is making this like symbol of a shield, and a magic shield starts to appear. You want to do anything?
I'm gonna wild counter that thing.
Okay, all right, let's do it.
All right,
Oh my
At
god!
what level?
the cantrip.
All right. There's some good news here. He doesn't have very good spell casting. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So
Just rolling d20.
he's gonna have +2 to this. So he got a 21.
Ooh.
So you will have your intelligence is +5, so you will have a +5.
My intelligence is a +4.
+4. All right, so you'll have a +4.
All right. Nope. Got a
Okay.
9 on that.
Dang.
All right. So
Time for the table.
oh man, you haven't lost one of these, have you?
Not
recently.
Not recently.
Just the first 10.
That's right. That's right. All right. Let me geez. Okay.
I mean, listen, what's the worst that goes off? Shield goes off with double effect.
No,
For a turn?
that's not the worst that could happen. Okay.
Something's gonna end up with Ionas with all his insides on his outsides.
All right. Okay. The shield works.
Okay. All right.
And so he blocks your he blocks your firebolt in this with his blue spectral shield that sort of forms up. And he does one of these like cool like martial arts style like hop ups that clearly doesn't take all of his movement, and he reaches out for you.
I want to say before he did that, I shoot it, the blast goes off, and then I move my horse 60 feet.
Okay. Okay, well, as your horse leaves his range, then he takes a kick at your horse to try and get him. And he just whiffs your horse as you leave. And then he does that cool martial arts hop up thing. And he takes his blue spectral hand, which he had brought out last round, and he takes Tempest's prick out of Abel's hand and holds it in his hand and just sort of looks around, jumps up on Abel's horse, and starts riding toward you. And he makes it up to you, but he can't attack this round. The other Gith runs toward Lakenhearth, and as he gets close to the towers, he is just riddled with arrows. And Florin calls out and says, "Not the Gith! I can handle the Gith! Take care of the damn lizard!" Okay, Abel, got to have a saving throw.
I do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still a Constitution saving throw?
It's still a Constitution saving throw.
Can it be anything else?
It has to be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I have anything that could help me? No, I did not. Okay. Here we go. 9.
Abel's skin starts to harden and turn to stone.
Somebody kill that little.
All right, Filnyr.
Okay, I'm going to ride my horse back to within 30 feet, and I'm going to use my Hexblade's Curse on the lizard as a bonus action. So that means I will get a crit on a 19 or a 20, and I get +3 damage with any hits, and then I'm going to shoot my longbow at it. An 11.
That's a miss.
Will not hit. And then I will shoot again. 17.
That's a hit.
Great. And 12 damage +3, so 15. And then I will move away out of range again. So I'll go back kind of to where I was before.
Okay. Basilisk moves over to Abel and bites on his hand. And Abel, this is your shield hand. I need you to give me a another Constitution saving throw.
So, wait a second. He still needs to roll an attack roll, right?
Oh, right. This is it. This is with
He has advantage.
it's an advantage.
And it's a critical
and it's an
hit
automatic
if he
critical.
hits
Yep.
me.
Yep. You're right.
But he does have to roll.
You're right. Okay. He just it's a 7.
He has advantage.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay. Here we go. I forgot to roll it twice. Here we go.
Honest Abel.
23.
God damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. 23.
All right. All right. So he's munching on your hand. It's not off yet. But he is doing it, and you're going to take 7 piercing and 5 poison damage.
Okay. I mean, I don't like it. Doesn't feel good.
Oh wait, I got to roll this again too. Sorry,
You didn't roll the crit. That wasn't the
that
crit?
wasn't the crit. And another 14. So you have 8 more piercing and 6 more.
I mean, I
poison.
still don't like it.
No, of course not. I don't like it either. I'm rethinking my first encounter of episode 28 here. All right. And we're back up to Ionas.
All right,
Ionas, kill the lizard!
Abel, how you doing?
Not
He
good.
can't answer you, man.
Not good.
Okay. And if I cast something on Abel, the effect will still be happening to him.
There's nothing you can cast on him. I'll just tell you that. There's nothing you can cast, and you would know that there's nothing you can cast.
There's nothing I can do for him.
He needs someone now with a different set of skills.
Okay. Well. Okay.
They're going to take me.
How many rounds before he's just solid?
You
Not a lot.
You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that. He's looking solid. He's looking stoned.
He's looking like he's already stoned. All right.
Half a mile from the county fair. It's a Van Morrison joke
That's a
for all
good
you
one,
Van
yeah.
Morrison heads.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna run my horse. I'm gonna run my horse over to Abel.
Can these horses trample separate from us?
Not separate from you, but you could use your action. I would let you use your action to cause the horse to trample something. That's like you would be using the horse as a way to attack someone. This is not a found steed. You know what I mean? Like a found steed, you can do a little bit more with because you have a telepathic connection. What a badass spell that is.
Right. I'm gonna run my horse over to Abel. I'm gonna jump off the horse onto Abel, and I'm gonna cast a 4th level Thunder Step.
Okay.
And I'm going to get his ass out of there. We're going to go 90 feet.
Nice.
I'm east of you.
You're east.
Yeah,
So
if you
we're
wanna
going to go back
go behind me.
we're going to go back behind Filnyr 90 feet.
Okay.
And that is...
What is the...
I jump on him,
roll
we vanish, and then a giant thunder blast hits the basilisk.
Okay, so to roll the damage...
Does it also get the GIF?
It's anybody within 10 feet. So the gift
gonna
was
get the
the
gift,
gift was with me. He was running after me.
Okay.
So I ran away from the gift after he hit me. I jump on Abel. We thunderstep and we hit the basilisk. 3d10 damage. So that's going to be 22.
All right, so what's the saving throw? What do I have to do?
That is a Constitution save.
Okay. This is a really good move. Let's see. It's a 10. What was it? What was the DC?
DC is 15.
So it's like a spray of blood and guts, and also the war wagon takes the full 22. It is not destroyed, but the basilisk is dead.
Uh-oh. I messed up. It is a 4th level, so that was actually 30 damage.
Oh, the basilisk is even more dead.
What about the wagon?
It's a fine mist.
And the war wagon is not yet destroyed.
Okay. All right.
It's some pieces of wood that Abel had mended have come off, and you now have.
This has not been a good fight for me.
Oh god,
in so
it's
many
really
ways.
bad. And you now have Abel's hard, stony body in your hand, and you notice that his shield hand is missing.
Fuck. But and then killing the thing didn't do anything to him.
And
Didn't change his state.
it did not change his state. And the Gith that's over that's on the horse sees what's just happened. This is the Gith that had like spoken to you, and he says, Marsha, no. and he rides the horse, jumps up on the war wagon, and disappears. And we're out of the initiative here. You are holding the remnants, the stony remnants of Abel in your hands. And
Abel. Filnyr, what's happening?
I don't know. Flawn, do you know anybody who can help with this transformation?
oh man, that's another one. I don't know if he can do another one.
It's Abel. We must.
All right.
Whatever he needs, we will provide assistance. But hurry, please. Who is it?
Fellas, I'm so hard.
Well, so Florin calls out to some guys to bring Abel up. He says, be careful. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, I don't think we can save that hand. There's nothing left of it. What happened to his hand?
Well,
Ionas?
I look over at the goo where the lizard was. Do I see a hand?
You just see a bunch of crumbled rocks on the ground.
I
Over
gather
there.
it up anyway. I just gather
Okay.
it.
All right. So they bring Abel. It takes four men. He's heavier than he was even before. And
Roll an intelligence check. Put that hand back together like a puzzle.
and they bring him into the Templus, and there's no more cleric here, right? Your ding dong ditch is dead. And Florence says, all right, bring the other ones in here too. We're gonna have to go see the elf. Okay, yes sir. God damn it, Abel, can you hear me? Abel, can you hear me?
Please, Lorne, I'm so hard.
All right, we're gonna listen. We're gonna bring you to the pyromancer. He's not far, but he's not nice. I think he can help you, but
Ionas, what about Griggly? Can you reach Griggly?
I'll try.
I don't know if he would help, but perhaps
Maybe.
he could get here faster than we could get to the pyromancer.
I grab the book and I just call it Griggly.
nothing.
I open the book. Griggly, please, we need you.
Yeah, nothing.
Do I feel like I can concentrate on the book and get somewhere?
Um,
Can I run an Arcana check on that?
do you don't have teleportation as a?
I mean, I have Misty Step, maybe.
That's not
You don't have any more sending spells?
gonna work.
I got tapped.
Yeah.
All right. So, quite a crowd has come in now. Women are crying. They're not crying over Abel. They're crying over some of the other dead, hardened soldiers. And then in comes old Rollo, the ranger, and he looks down and he says, "Oh, we got to get him to the pyromancer stat."
All right, where is it? Let's take him. We have horses. Let's.
All right, hey Abel,
And
hey
do we
Sam.
need to still destroy the wagon outside?
Stat stands
are
for
there?
soon as trees are talking.
So Sam, why don't you be Rollo?
All right. We got to get him to the pyromancer stat. That means sure as trees are talking.
All right, only Rollo knows the way to the pyromancer.
Come with me, I know the way. But only me.
Are we leaving Lakenhearth again?
It's up to you guys. You got a hardened Abel on your hands.
We're following him wherever he goes.
Yeah, I don't think we would leave him to them without being alongside. But I am going to say, Florin, I need another quiver of arrows, just in case we run into more trouble.
Yeah, he reaches down on the back of one of his dead soldiers and gives you a quiver that's full of arrows.
Great.
And
Oh, fellas, I don't want to go down with this many spell slots left unused.
Hey, if you have any verbal only spells, then you can still talk, right? You can.
Did his hand freeze on himself? Can he do like a...
Technically, I don't think he can still talk.
but I'll allow you to keep talking, but not casting a spell. No spell casting.
I was going to say,
from
the
you.
hand didn't freeze on him. He can't do a lesser restoration or a greater restoration on himself.
I mean, if he had greater restoration, that would be something he could do, but I don't think he has that spell.
Ugh.
No, I do have freedom of movement, which would have been nice. but-
Yeah, that would have been super good. All right, so, I mean, gentlemen, you are heading out of Lakenhearth just moments after arriving. Floor
Boy, fellas,
looks at you and
seems like we just got here. I barely had but a few minutes to put my feet up.
Florin comes out and he just starts blasting the wagon, and he just blows it to smithereens. And he says, well, I guess old Felipe Madama is going to be pissed about that one. Add it to the list. Fellas, Rolo knows the way.
Let's go.
Wait,
as quickly as we can.
Wait, why don't you leave that chest with us?
Sure.
I will give you, and he goes into the Templus and he comes out and he says, I'm guessing they're going to need this. And it's a bag full of dust and diamonds.
Okay.
And he says, I've seen our priest do good work with these. My guess is the pyromancer is going to probably don't want to take all of them. Please, if you can, find a way to get him back here to help not just Abel, but these other fellows too.
All right.
Do we have another bag?
This is all we got.
What about what's in that chest?
I mean, I don't think gold does any good with for pyromancers.
They don't need to spend money on anything.
Well, yeah, take a handful. Just leave the rest of it here with me, okay?
Understood. Just enough to be persuasive.
All right. Okay.
Are you sure you can't find another bag so we can divide up the dust and the diamonds so maybe we do not have so much when we arrive?
I mean, here's an empty bag. You want an empty bag?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
sure.
I want to split it up. How much does he need? Let's put that in the bag and save the rest.
I don't know. What do I look like? Do I look like a Templus?
All right, I'll siphon off about a third of it and stick it in the second empty bag.
Okay.
Well, I still got 150 gold worth of diamonds on me as well.
Right, but this way I just feel like we can toss him the bag and be like, this is yours, but we still have some.
Okay. All right. So you guys gonna ride like the wind?
Like the wind.
Rolo.
Like the wind with a giant cinder block on its back.
Yeah, how is Abel riding? Are we pulling?
How is he doing this? I guess you guys have a bunch of horses. Let's say you tie Abel. You use like cinch ties to tie him on the back of two horses that are riding together.
He was perfectly shaped to be on the horse.
That's true.
He was
Actually,
sitting on the
that's
horse,
true.
so his legs are actually ready. We just have to like tie him under the horse.
I tie him with my rope to the horse.
Oh, right. I was probably even holding on to the bridle. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I imagine halfway there he like rolls over and he's upside down, but he doesn't fall off because he's tied.
But that's all right because I can mentally tell the rope to just lift him back up on top of the horse.
Oh, that's true. That's a good idea. And as you guys are speeding off, you hear Florin say, "Oh man, I'm finding all kind of good stuff on this gift." And all right, Rolo, tell us the way. Tell us the way to the pyromancer.
Well, it's over yonder, round the bend, up the hill, down the other hill, over the river, through the woods, round another bend, that way.
So, Rolo, just give us a story about some of these places as you pass them.
That tree over there, that's where I had my first kiss.
Was that with the tree?
I'll just say I was by myself.
And when you get to the river, what's the how does Rolo have any particular way that he wants to cross the river?
Well, you have three options when you're crossing a river. You can try to ford it, you can try to float the wagon across, or you can pay a ferryman. All have different risk-reward ratios, but some of your family might die.
Do we see if
Sorry, that was an Oregon Trail design
Yes, yeah.
for the youngsters out there.
Oh, it's just a little creek. You barely get your ankles wet.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me see if you get your ankles wet. Nope. The constrictor snake stays in the riverbank as you cross it.
I was like, are you going to do an Arwen on us here?
Yeah. All right. So after another hour of riding, and seeing nothing, the interesting thing is once you hit the woods, once you hit Rollo's woods, this is his place. He is. It's like he's swimming in a swimming pool of beautiful green trees and grass.
Hey, Jonas, you ever seen an elm like that one over there?
They all seem the same to me.
Don't let her hear you say that.
Jonah just has this.
She's a beauty, but she's got a temper, if you know what I mean.
Jonah just has his head in his hands.
All right, so
How much further?
So you're it's really not far. This guy, surprisingly, is he's only 3 or 4 miles away, and so you make your way there. It's you sort of, I mean, other than the fact that you've got your friend petrified in stone form on the back of the horse, you have. It doesn't seem like this is a war torn part of the landscape. Like the forest is basically untouched by any of this. You get to a sort of marshy open field, and the leaves are now changing color in this, as the mountain starts to rise up. And you all know that if you cross this mountain range that's ahead of you, you would end up in the Gilbrain Wilds, which is the realm of elves in this particular on this particular continent island. And in this marshy opening, in this marshy field, this meadow, you see a small shack with cotton sheets and dyed blankets that seem to be drying on a clothesline that goes about 150 feet from almost the top of a nearby tree, all the way down to the top of this shack. And the laundry is just blowing in the wind, and they're red and orange and yellow. And Rollo is going to warn you that you have to approach slow here.
You have to approach slow here.
Why, Rollo? Why? What's wrong with the pyromancer? Why is he so jumpy?
Well, I don't know. I just know there's piles of ashes around here of people who came in too hot.
Okay. All right. About 200 feet away, you hear,
Come no further.
We mean you no harm. We are looking for your assistance.
My assistants died years ago.
Fair enough. What about your aid?
My aid? I don't need any aid.
No, please,
I am but a poor woman in the forest dyeing her clothes.
I thought it was Nimrod Tolkien.
no, sorry, I only have one elf voice, and it's also my gnome voice.
Please, we are in dire need of your aid. We have coin.
Coin?
Yes.
Color coin?
Gold.
That's a good one. How many horse? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take 4 horse. Delicious.
We can get you more horses if you can assist us and then join us back to Lakenhearth. There are more
Settlements?
just briefly. We do not need you to stay.
What's
We don't need your
problem?
help.
What's problem?
Well, and I'll point at Abel. There was a basilisk attack,
Mm,
and there are many
mm,
turned to stone. This one here is not. I don't think he's completely turned yet.
he's turned, but fresh.
Yes, well, I'm not an expert in how that works, but can you reverse it?
Mm,
You
maybe.
were told you could be of assistance.
Maybe. And you see her sort of emerge from the shack, and she is. Her face and body do not match the voice. She is. She's nude, entirely nude. She is. Elvin, Filnyr, you are probably the only one here who could potentially tell that she is, getting close to 400 years old. Elves hold up real well. They're like Hondas, you know what I mean? Like, it just one day everything goes wrong, but like until that day, everything is right, and she's in that still. Everything looks right, but she's an ancient elf, and she emerges and pulls on the yellow sheet and wraps it around her and sort of ties it like a toga and says, send Stoneman up.
I walk him up.
Okay. She looks and she says, he priest? Is he a priest?
Yes, he is.
I don't like priest. What god?
Oh,
He,
my lady, I think you'd like this one. He's a cracker, this fella.
he's a priest, but not particularly devout.
Which god?
Tempest.
No.
Again, he's not particularly devout. We just spent the last half a day fighting Tempest. Fighting the will of Tempest.
Yes, he has something of an adversarial relationship with Tempest.
Okay. Give me a horse first. You. Nice looking one.
You may take mine.
She's talking to me, Filnyr.
Oh.
Yes.
Are my eyes still red and like with the black circles? Do I still look possessed, or has that all gone?
Are you asking me? You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm asking you,
Why don't you
Tom.
ask Jonas?
Well, it seems like an awkward aside.
Yeah, no, your eyes are green again.
Well, they
Or brown.
Okay.
What was it? What were they before? Blue. They're blue. Oddly enough, they turned
Blue,
green.
but now you've got one green one and one brown one.
Hey, I'll take it.
It's still fixing itself.
Right.
Yeah, you don't look possessed anymore. You're coming down from that particular joyride. So she
Here, my lady, this is Philomena. I've raised her from a fold. Please take good care of her.
I will. And she slits the horse's throat right there in front of you. And
Oh, Philomena!
and
Why does this always happen?
I
to
will
my
honor your
horses?
horse by making sure I cure its meat with the finest of herbs the Breen has to offer. And she points back to her shack and she says, "Rolo, would you bring Hespeth some of my salt, please?
Yes, milady.
Just there. Never mind my things. Very dirty. Wasn't expecting company."
I go and get her salt and do not mind her things.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, I give her things half a mind.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I mean,
what do I see over there?
she has a laboratory set up here, and it looks about like it's like an alchemical laboratory, except there are beautifully bound leather books like all around the top of this shack. So she has built this like shelf that's about 8 feet up off the ground, and it just goes around the upper portion of the inside of the shack. And she has one open that that she's clearly been working on, and there's something in a beaker that's boiling.
Please, my lady, you must use your alchemical skills from this remote laboratory to fix my friend. He's breaking bad.
Oh God, Sam, you just won the episode, man. You won the episode. All right, so
Incredible.
Huspeth, she examines Abel and she says, I can't fix hand. Can't fix hand.
Not even with these, and I hold up the dust, the rocks that I.
Yes. I will need that for sure. Is that diamond dust and diamonds?
Oh, well, this one is, but this one is his hand. His hand has been turned into rocks.
Oh, well, I guess it's worth a try. Anyone know the mold earth spell? Stone shape? No.
I do.
Oh, don't try to talk, sir. Don't try to talk. Very bad if you lose your tongue. And she lays her hands upon Abel, and then she says, "Yes, I can solve this. I can solve this. One condition."
My lady, I've already given you the horse. This would at the very least be a second condition.
Oh, sorry. Let me be more specific. There will be 3 conditions. First,
Shit.
first is a horse, which you have given me. Thank you.
And second?
The second will be whatever those beads are that you're carrying, sir.
I think she's talking to you, Filnyr.
To me? Or are they talking about the
prayer beads?
Bonrus beads that the prayer beads that
I don't know.
Jonas had?
Tom didn't indicate, so I was taking
Yeah.
a guess.
I'm talking to you, half elf. There's some jade beads that you're holding somewhere on your person. I know because I can not hear your blood near your legs.
Oh, you're talking about the emeralds. Do I still have any of that stuff from Paracel?
Yeah, you still have the
the emeralds.
The emerald. You have at least one left.
I mean, okay, so because the strap had some tied into it, imagine that would have gone.
Mm-hmm. The ones that you had next to your.
Yeah, I had 2 from before, so if they both survived, I'll pull out one of them. Is this what you mean?
This is it. Yes.
I do not have a use for it anymore. You are more than welcome to it.
You should hold on to one of them, but I'll take one of them for sure.
Very well.
Condition 3.
Keep it in your front pocket, Filnyr. You don't want that blood talking to her, if you know what I mean.
And I'll say in Elvish, I'm sorry about my friend.
Yeah. It's okay. Rolo and I have taken a turn or two. That much is true.
What can I say? I like him tall and skinny.
Yes, he liked my trunk.
And she liked mine.
What is the third condition? I'm sorry.
Suddenly I have a dire premonition about the third condition.
As a matter of fact, I have a... Yes, it's related to that. And she looks right at you, Jonas, and she says, "Don't think that I haven't heard of you. I know of you.
What? Why would you concern yourself with me?
I concern myself with anyone who litters my sky with clouds.
Surely, a few messages are of no consequence.
Yeah, she touches your hand, and you feel a burn on your hand. She's not hurting you per se. It's just it feels like her skin is on fire. And she says, "I have a condition for you."
Oh, I thought you were going to suddenly lose the ability to cast Skyride.
That was what I guessed too. Tom would never take that away.
But I was going to say, Tom would never.
He would never do that.
He says, I have a bit of a collection going on the inside of my check. And the one called Florin Gershon has been collecting these and stealing the things which I want. You give me your Griggly book, and you can tell him we're even.
I give it to her.
Thank you. And she walks over and she puts her hand on Abel. And Abel, you are greeted. You are laying on the ground, on this marshy, sort of mossy ground in this meadow. And at first you feel this sort of like sense of relief as you feel blood pumping through your body again, and your throat is very, very dry and sore. And then you are met with just excruciating pain from your missing left shield hand.
Is it like
It's as though it has just been chopped off.
so is like blood spurting
Blood
out of
is
it?
spurting out of it.
Oh, God. Somebody tie a tourniquet. Jesus, help me.
Out comes the rope. I love it.
Yeah. So you don't take any extra damage, Sam, but you do not have a left hand.
Awesome.
Oh, fellas, it was the worst. Oh, it was nightmarish. I felt both light as a feather and stiff as a board.
Abel, I am so sorry that this has happened to you.
I'm just glad you're still alive.
Well, I appreciate you fellas. Not a whole lot of people come back from being turned to stone by a basilisk.
And Hespeth just sort of offhandedly says, "Too bad you didn't have Ladybone classes."
What?
What?
Why?
They just tend to protect one from the gaze of a basilisk, among other things.
They do.
Damn it! Why did I think of that?
And she pulls out from her like robe that she has wrapped around herself. She pulls out some of her windscreen glasses
Blenders.
that are her Wendy's, and she puts them on. She says, Ehi has returned, I see.
Yes, do you know what he wants?
Who?
Ehi.
Hey, hi to you too, but who?
She says, surely you've seen the blue tentacles reaching up from the lake.
I'll rifle through the bags that I have and pull out little ladybone lenses and give one to each of the guys.
Okay, you guys gonna wear them like
Can
monocles?
we see any? It will
don't
just
know
for now, just to hold it up to like look through it.
I don't know why I'm only now putting this together, like the tentacles and Tom.
Are you serious, Sam?
Oh, that
Are you serious?
that was like I was like immediately Tom is bringing this all together.
You and your goddamn octopus god.
So I'll rifle through, and I mean, we don't have frames for these things right now, so I will just give one to each of them. Can we see any of the blue light coming off from where we are?
So you can see it because they're very high.
Over the hills?
Yeah. So it's very high. You could barely make out the one that is in Lakeshire, but it's so far away. It's sort of like trying to identify the Chrysler Building when you're driving up to New York. Maybe you can recognize it, but
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will nonetheless put it over my eye and kind of look back in that general direction and see if I see anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it also gives the meadow so every so often you see, like the flicker of what looks like flame from various like soft parts of this meadow, of this marshy meadow that you're in. That's the one thing that you see in the Ladybone lens.
Okay.
She says, yeah. Well, I suppose the Breen has their guard back. We'll see what he does.
Do you have any knowledge as to why this is happening now?
Oh, no. It's been many hundred years, maybe 200 years since Ehi last emerged. Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
What did he do last time? Were you in the Breen?
I was in the Breen. I was a sorcerer for Monterre. Monterre used to rule all of this island. Did you know that?
I did, yes.
All of Gilbrain. And then the elves were kicked out, and we moved south. Monterre no longer controls this. They're a shadow of themselves.
Well, yes, we had to recede power in certain areas, couldn't hold territories. It's what happens.
Yeah. Bad men use Ladybone for things it should not be used for. And Ehi brings his children home.
Who are his children?
I guess the ones taken by the bad men.
Ladybone?
Many people are bad with Ladybone. Ladybone does many bad things. Many good things, but many bad things.
And Ehi wants that back, or there's something else he wants back. I'm sorry. It does not all make sense.
How do we make sense of gods?
Fair enough.
But
what sense can you help us?
Oh, it's riddles like this that made me want to go back up on the mountain.
Do you recall what was done to set him to rest before, to abate him or defeat him or whatever was done?
Well, do you know about how the weapons are made here?
I have some experience with some of the weapons.
Well,
but not an in-depth knowledge.
They are abominations. And they use the Ladybone to create their abominations. And the Ladybone is Ehi's. Let's call them children. Let's call the Ladybone his children. And he does not like it when people do bad things to his children, or make his children do bad things.
I see.
And so, my guess is he is here to punish those who have done those bad things, or those who will do those bad things, and bring his children home. And she holds up her Wendy's and she says, "But he'll never get mine." And she puts them back in her robe.
Madam, you seem to have a large amount of knowledge in this area. Might I implore that you come back with us?
No.
To Lakenhearth. The people need help.
Humans.
Yes. They are human, but they are not all the humans that drove the elves out.
Well, those are all dead.
Yes, as you know, they don't live that long.
Yes. No, I would appreciate it if you reserve the word people for people. Is that okay? People who look like me. And you may use the word human. I do not find that offensive.
Fair enough, but what would it take for you to help the humans in Lakenhearth? We are not of Adair, we are not of Hark, we are not here to tear apart this valley for the spoils of the lake, the Ladybone, as it were. We're trying to bring peace, if it is at all possible.
Peace. You bring the elves back.
Nothing would make me happier.
Are you Gilbrainy? Mother, father?
Yes, both half.
Oh.
Both paired hells.
Interesting. And you say Basilisk did this to you?
It was definitely a lizard. With Gith.
Gith? Gith?
Yes. Yes.
From the depths?
Yes, they came through a portal.
Are they from Faerun?
They did not appear to be.
I apologize, we did not ask.
This smells of Faerun. Take me to Lakenhearth.
Huzzah!
I'll need your horse.
Rolo's over by Philomena just crying into the dirt.
Oh, you beautiful animal.
Yeah, she leaves it there, and she takes the Griggly book, Jonas, that you gave her, and she produces from her robe, which it's weird. You saw her get dressed, and she certainly didn't put any of these things into her robe, but she keeps reaching in as though she has many things stored in this like toga-like robe, and
Hey, Jonas, look, she's got a Griggly book, too.
Shit.
That's right, Abel would have no idea.
And she takes the cover, and you can see that she's like looking at it really intently, and then she sticks a knife into the mouth and cuts the tongue from Griggly's book out, and uses the same knife. It's like a whalebone knife, and then she slices the cover off, and you hear the book scream, and she cuts the other leather back off and walks into her shack, and you see her push the book up against the wall and hammer a nail into the book and posts it on her wall. And she says, you finally hear her say, "And next time it will be your fucking face, Griggly." And she comes out from her shack carrying several bottles of concoction, and she picks up the book that Rollo saw on the table and says, "To Lakenhearth then."
Yeah, I just
go.
mutter under my breath.
All right.
I'm gonna hear about,
Nobody's real happy at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear about this
like,
later.
I feel like we've come out ahead on this transaction, but barely, as I hold my still leaking arm.
Well, on your ride back, Wokest he's been working on something the whole time you guys were.
Oh, I was gonna say, did he come?
He came with you. He came with you, but he was just minding his own beeswax.
Doing research.
Yeah, and as you're writing, he starts to pick something out, and he says, "Last month there was no hope We were caught between three giants. Jonas came, he showed us who we are. Breen flows back to me. Breen flows back to you. Breen flows back. Noble Florn Gershon rallied troops from every army. They freed the land. They helped Ehi be reborn. Breen flows back to me. Breen flows back to you. Tempest be damned, 'cause he can't stand. Yeah, Tempest go cry. This is our land. Stay out. The Breen flows back to me. The Breen flows back to you. And you arrive in Lakenhearth.
I think that Wokist may be deeper than we're giving him credit for.
you make it back to Lakenhearth, and Florn has put together a very nice looking defense, and you see him see you, Abel, and he says, "Everybody, they did it! Oh shit, they brought Husbeth with him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get some water, everybody. Get some water right now." And thus ends episode 28 of Every War Must End, the Dungeon Dads podcast. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Why'd you get turned into stone, Sam? I had a whole other thing ready to go. Husbeth is like 3 episodes away. Fuck!
I feel like we're gonna have a lot to say about this on the bonus.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Because listen, I'm not thrilled about it either.
I mean, you saw it happen in the last episode. You as a human being. Come on back, guys. Shit. All right, let's.
He could have just tried to bite my horse.
Well, he was going to bite your horse and kill your horse, and then he was going to look you right in your ocular nerve and give you 2 chances to succeed on a DC 12 saving throw.
Yeah, but it had to be con.
Yeah.
So terrible.
All right, we'll hit
we
that.
got to start making some goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Hit that Patreon subscribe button
Yeah. And
because it's
Because we're about to have some words.
yeah, we're about. It's gonna get real.
Serious
And
words.
if you want to hear the words that are going to be exchanged, come check out our bonus episodes.
toodaloo,
Toodaloo,
everybody.
everybody.
Toodaloo.
Jeez.